Hey there everyone, Sal here. I've got a new video, and this one is maybe a bit contentious. I'd like to talk about ambush spawns, because pretty much no one likes them. Shout out to Jono Abo, he loves them. Anyway, I think I managed to kind of fix them, or at least make them better. So, I'd like to propose two situations. The first one you'll see in just a moment. I'm going to have to load a save state in between, but we've got partner phase, enemy phase, and other phase. I decided on no units moving, just to make it simpler. And here we've got step 1. We're going through the phases, partner phase, enemy phase, and during enemy phase, a soldier will show up. However, he's not actually on the map. As you can see, I can't move my cursor any further. I also can't attack. This unit is pretty much just there to signify, hey, I'm an enemy, I'm going to come at you next turn. So I can now react to this and actually run away. And I'll leave Leo standing there because I know for a fact that that guy has a very, very weak lance. And now it's the enemy phase, and he moves before the phase starts and gets to move as an ambush spawn. This means you actually have time to react. However, there might be situations where you've got your weak healer like Laura or Leonardo, and cavalry decides to show up. You'd never be able to get out of reach, or at least there could be situations where you wouldn't be able to rescue them with Fiona, Tornado, Volug. Like Fiona mainly just for rescuing and then running away, not actually tanking anything. So I've got the next option, because now you only get one player phase to react to them. Okay, so we're back. Here I've decided to change when the enemy spawns. So we've got just a normal phase coming up, which has Leonardo running in, which isn't all that important. But then the enemy shows up before the player phase starts. So I can now react and run away. Then we've got an entire phase coming up. Nothing happens. Still standing there. And now I have another phase to run away. So this would give me 2 turns of movement instead of the regular 1 that we just saw. Even with the really weak lance, I doubt Micaiah is actually going to survive. But here we have the second version of an ambush spawn. So this might be better for gameplay integration, because you actually have 2 turns to react. Whereas with normal actual ambush spawns, you'd have 0 time to react unless it was really well telegraphed through dialogue. So personally, I'm leaning more towards the first version, where you have 1 turn to react, because I can always add some text-based prompts that signify there is something coming, and then I could do that the turn before. Then we have a turn where the enemy shows up, but you can't target him, but you can see what kind of enemy it is. You can check their inventory, you can run away if needed, or you can set up a formation, and from there on they act as an ambush spawn and immediately run up when they're on the map. Let me know what you want to see, which of these versions. I'm personally leaning towards number 1. However, if there's some very if there's some very good arguments for the case of scenario 2, then let me know. I'd like to hear from you. Can't say I'll take everything into consideration. I still try to put in my own vision, of course, but if there's an overwhelming majority for scenario 2, then that's of course something I do want to take into account. For now, Sal out, and don't forget, play around with the critical hit.